I will be discussing some of the most common cultural contributions that have come from the Chinese culture. The first contribution I would like to talk about is tea. For the Chinese, tea drinking and tea tasting are not the same. Tea drinking is viewed as a form of refreshment, while tea tasting should match one's surrounding elements, like the sun, wind, breeze, bamboo, and snow. All of this ultimately should encompass the overall goal of the Chinese culture, which is to be connected to the harmonious unity of human beings with nature. There are also many health benefits that come from drinking tea, and most Chinese drink tea after a meal for its digestion benefits. Tea also contains antioxidants that help fight against cancer. It also helps with weight loss and regulates blood pressure. Another contribution from the Chinese culture would be silk. Silk was originally reserved for the emperors of China, but eventually spread throughout the Chinese culture. Silk became a staple point of the pre-industrial trade movement because it was so very high in demand. China is and was the largest producer of silk. The major set of trade routes between Europe and Asia came to be known as the Silk Road. And lastly, one of the most popular and common contributions that came from the Chinese culture would have to be Chinese food, although it should be mentioned that there is a huge significance and difference between traditional Chinese food and Chinese American food. And according to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History, Chinese food started in San Francisco in the mid-1800s when Chinese immigrants came to the U.S. looking for work. Chinese American food is often cooked by frying, and traditional Chinese food is often steamed. Chinese people mainly live on 5 ingredients, which is the 5 most common starches, and a great amount of vegetables and a small amount of meat. And that concludes my portion of the cultural contributions from China.